Well, I am Tushar, your IELTS speaking examiner. So, what's your name?
My name is Muralisam Opu.
Okay, what can I call you, Opu?
You can call me Opu, as it's the short name of mine.
Okay, Opu, let's talk about neighbors. How well do you know the people who live next door to you?
Okay. Uh, the neighbors who live around mine, this is generally are called neighbors, and my neighbors are generally my cousins, my uncle, and so on. They are very helpful. Whenever I fall in a problem, they try to help me. So I think neighbors are very helpful.
Okay, how often do you see them?
Okay, I see them every now and then after from working from getting up morning, and whenever I go outside of the home, I can see them, and they ask me about my health, about my any other I'm if I have any problem or not.
Okay, what kinds of problem do people sometimes have with their neighbors?
Well, though the neighbors are very helpful, but sometimes it may cause any problem with them because as every people have their own mentality, have their own thinking way. So it's not necessary that everyone will think in the same way. If suddenly there may it may happen that the dissimilarity of their thinking, so it may cause a problem.
Okay, how do you think neighbors can help each other?
Yes, neighbors can help each other, obviously. As I mentioned earlier, that my neighbors help me whenever I fall in a problem or in a danger. And as a neighbor, I try to help them also. I would like to mention thing that in last month, whenever I sick. I was a bit sick, and my uncle um, might bring me some medicine, and I think it's very helpful.
Okay, so have you ever helped your neighbors?
Yes, I helped them too. Um, I helped them too because there are some cousin of mine who are very little, and sometimes my uncle is a job holder. He didn't give enough time to his child, and sometimes I bring them to the school, and also I help them to bring them home again.
Okay, so we are done with part one. Now we are going to start part two. So in part two, there will be a cue card and some questions. Okay,
Okay.
so you will have 1 minute to look at the question. Okay, and you can take preparation, and if you want, you can take notes. You will be given a piece of paper and pencil. Okay, then you will have 2 minutes to answer the question and describe the story. Okay, we are
Well, uh, maybe 2 months ago, a survey was going. A survey was a survey took place on our area that someone is collecting a survey through someone is collecting some information through Google form, and he was collecting about housing data, because he was trying to build a model, predict a machine learning model about housing data. What when someone try to f- uh,
yes.
when someone try to pardon me, well, so the data was about uh, or how much per cost in someone's house, and how many room are there, and per month cost, etc. So that there are also some sensitive information, and I felt that it was uneasy to me so I didn't provide them to my sensitive data, but those data are public, can be public. I only published this information, that how month how is the per month's cost, and what are the some fact that should be considered before you taking a house. So this is data I published to them, and my I feel that the information should be published should publish should be public, but sensitive data, without sensitive data. And for in this from this view, I didn't provide them the sensitive data, but without apart from sensitive data, and the remaining the information I provide to them, and they thank me, and as well as the who also provide the information. Uh, they also got thanked from the organization.
Okay, so we are done with part two. Let's move on to part three. Part three is discussion part. Okay, let's
Okay.
start. Let's talk about questionnaires in schools. Okay, do you think it would be a good idea for schools to ask students their opinions about lessons?
Yes, of course. It's important to ask the students about to provide their opinions about the lessons, because if the students are not, if the students feels not comfortable about the lessons, then they can express their opinions. Then, if or in what way, if the teachers give the lessons, uh, if the teacher can come to know that about their students' opinion, then he can shuffle his opinions. He can provide his lecture in different way, so that student can understand easily. So it's important to give opinions from the students.
Okay, what would the advantages for schools be if they asked students their opinions?
Yes, there are various advantages. Advantages if the students ask their opinion, because students feels confident, and they can be think that I am important too. My opinion is matter, and it's I think it should improve our democratic thinking, as the students give their opinion, and it's the importance of democratic thinking, and he can feel that he is important too, and I think everyone should give his opinion for any on any perspective matter, so it's important.
Okay, would there be any disadvantages in asking students' opinions?
I think there is no disadvantages about asking the students opinion, because everyone has a right to provide and explain his opinion and feelings, and without someone's opinion, without someone's consent, it should not go or shift any. any diversity, it can be it can cause a problem, because I have a right to express my feelings, I have a right to express my opinion. So it's not have disadvantages, I think.
Okay, so let's talk about asking questions. What kinds of organizations want to find out about people's opinions?
Well, people's opinions matter. Sometimes we can see that the government, some government organizations ask the information from the people, peoples of its country, people, and the people provide their opinion, provide their information, and on the basis of the opinions, people's opinion, they they set up the rules and regulations. They set up their way of thinking, way of working. So and sometimes also sometimes individuals can also collect opinions about from the people.
Okay, so do you think that questionnaires or surveys are good ways of finding out people's opinions?
Questionnaire is a one of the best way to collect information from the people, and though there are also having some different way, but it can be a good way, because today people are very busy, and if the questionnaire served to the people and asking them collect the information, they can easily provide the information or provide their opinion at their easiest way and easiest convenience, because they can fill the form or questionnaire by sitting their home.
Okay, what reasons might people have for not wanting to give their opinions?
Well, sometimes people are uneasy to provide their opinions, because sometimes some opinions or information may be sensitive, so it's not provide the sensitive data or information or opinion to the public, because it's a sensitive issue, and it may cause any problem in future. So people sometimes people may be not willing to provide their personal information or opinion.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Oppo, to attend the test. So we are done with our speaking test.
Thank you.
Okay, I hope you will be practicing more and more to correct your all kinds of problems you faced today. I
Yes.
think if we practice on a daily basis, we can solve our problem.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Thank you.